Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm going to be showing you a nasty 63% win rate Hecarim carry build for Season 12. You're going to want to rush Chem Tank into Deadman's into Force of Nature. All three of those items give you extra movement speed, which gives Hecarim extra damage through his passive. For your runes, you're going to want to go Phase Rush with Nimbus, Celerity, Water Walking, Triumph, and Tenacity. If you feel like you'll need Conqueror to solo the enemy jungler, go ahead and take Conqueror. We're up against an Evelynn. We shouldn't have any issues soloing her, or any kind of weak early game jungler. We should be able to easily take them with Phase Rush. We found her out of position. Could probably shove her off of this red buff. Our level 1's pretty strong. Or we can just leave. Zerath's actually pretty scary. We'll start on our bot side for the best leash possible. Eve doesn't have flash, Cat doesn't have flash. That's a pretty good start. Getting flashes is a huge deal since it's on a 5-minute cooldown, and now we can gank them much easier. Probably end up killing the Evelynn on 𝗕𝗂𝘀𝗶𝗹 or on top lane gank. Since we're both starting with our bot lane for best leash possible, we're both pathing top side. On Hecarim, you're usually looking to do a 5 to 6 camp clear. You don't usually want to do 3 camp into gank. In this case, if I see Cat is shoved up, I will go for it, because it'll be worth it. We're going to get our W level 2, gives you a bit more damage than your E, and it also gives you some really nice healing. We're going to max our Q first, E second, and W last. W per level doesn't really give that much. Your Q does stack, so if possible, try to keep those stacks up. It only goes up twice. Puts your Q on a lower cooldown, helps you spam it, helicopter mode. Also do keep in mind you can auto attack while you're queuing and Q while you're autoing. Your Q shouldn't cancel anything. Alright, we maintained our Q up the whole way. Now we have it for the Raptors, which is very nice. If you do it really well, you can take a second point in your Q. I wouldn't recommend it though. If you go double points in Q before you have your E, if it turns out the enemy started in your jungle, you'll be really far behind and you won't really be able to gank a lane without having your E. So I'd recommend QWE instead of being greedy and stacking double points in your Q. Too much risk, very little extra reward for it. Teemo's looking semi-gankable. We could go gank him here. He's looking a little pushed up. Could go for Krugs. Katarina looks like she's going to die. Vex is really tough for melee champions to handle. They're big AoE. We're going to E in behind him, launch him towards the Garen. We have our Phase Rush on, hit him with a auto attack red buff. He's a goner. If we didn't have Phase Rush, we definitely would have had to use our Ghost to stay on top of him. Katarina's dead. Should be able to fight Evelynn for this. She's not actually over here, which makes me think she might have gone for bot side Scuttle instead, or maybe her pathing got messed up. I'm going to E to get over here faster. Bada boom. Still have my Ghost fight Evelynn with. She doesn't have flash. I have a little bit of bot lane prio. Oh, yep, there she is. I can't do anything about it. I'll gank Kata though. She still doesn't have flash. Once her minions, oh, she just burned her dash too. We're gonna E and Ghost. Push her into Vex. I saw she wasted her dash a second ago, so that was just way too free. She was gonna miss it. It's the only reason why I took it. I could tell she was not gonna be able to get it. Garen's gonna be back to top lane soon and we're full health. It might be worth staying for the team since he doesn't have flash. Phase Rush makes ganks way easier because your EWQ, you apply your Phase Rush instantly and stay on top of them. We have that ward there. We'll know when Evelynn comes in for her Gromp. For the meantime, we'll wait for the Garen. Mid lane's not gankable. We'll wait to get the Teemo. Only downside is we don't have Sweeper right now, so we could be on a ward here in a moment and not realize it initially until Teemo backs off. Gonna try to E up behind him. Garen kind of botched it. It's whatever. That's also another cool thing about Phase Rush is you can do these weird dive plays, especially if you want to reset anyways, and it pans out really well because you only end up taking 1 turret shot. Like I mentioned earlier, only go Conqueror on Hecarim right now if you feel like you have to have it to solo the enemy jungler. Things like Xin Zhao, if you do want to solo him, you'll have to have Conqueror to do so. Evelynn's in my jungle, or she's near my jungle. Tier 2 Boots Rush is super strong on Hecarim, especially Lucidities. It helps your clears, gives you more damage output. and Hecarim's very reliant on his overall movement speed. Only reason why I didn't go bottom to top or top to bottom here, I ran straight here, messing up a full clear route potential, is Evelyn was really close to the area and I thought she was going to start on my raptors and I wanted to be there to kill her because I have boots advantage. She's not going to be able to get away. 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗶𝗀 just warded. I think I can still make it happen once he pushes up a little bit more. For now, I'm going to go and just take Evelyn's camp because she's backing. She hasn't backed yet and she got really low from that mid gank, so she could be here in a second. Really low lucidity boots rush. Their team's very AP heavy. In this particular case, oh, she just killed herself. In this she got away. That sucks. I'm gonna have to run this way away from Katarina. Kat is gonna be pinching in. 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗶𝗀 ran that way. We got our E. Just run into the turret. 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝗶𝗶𝗀 wasted a lot of time doing that. Sucks that Evelyn lived there. Is what it is. She burned her flash. And we still got our Gromp. Not too bad. I know this bush is warded. I'm going to E behind him. I didn't get the assist, but Garen knows down in his heart that I deserved it. We hit level 6 pre-7 minute. That's really solid. We haven't been farming that much. We've been leeching some XP though. I think Evelyn's blue buff's up. Yeah, I think she ended up starting on her blue buff. I still have my smite. Still have my R. I can kill her. I think Kat is rotating on me. I just have to run. Okay, never mind. She's back mid. Evelyn doesn't have smite. I'll get my mana back. I think I'll actually be able to kill her. How many smites does this chick have though? It's actually insane. She had double smites on it. I have ghost. I should be able to get away from 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝗀 here. Yeah, I'm also on my water walking. 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀's being a pest. I'll go for my red buff and then I'll go back to Evelyn's blue if possible. She's gonna get there really fast because when people die, they get a huge base speed up. I'm gonna do my best to get this and get over there. Might be a little late. Might not even be able to kill her. I guess if this red buff heals me enough since I'm out of combat with champs, I might. 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝘀 might have warded up this area. Evelyn's still not on our blue, which makes me think she went to my blue. It's annoying. Still have my R. Haven't really needed to use it. Guess I'll just start on it. If she's in my bot side, I can't really get over there right now anyways. I'll have to trade this off. We have our E. If you're in a dangerous situation, make sure you have E so you can get out of that situation. 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝑀 is really far shoved up. She's definitely not over here. I'll go ahead and take blue Gromp same time because she's obviously like in my jungle or just in her bot side jungle. She might have thought I just took her blue buff after that, not realizing 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀𝘀𝑀 shoved me out of her jungle. 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀's rotated several times over here, costing himself a lot of golden XP by doing so. Getting all of our health back, and then we'll go kill this 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝘀. We should live. Let me go ahead and reset right here. I don't want to risk running into a mushroom. He burned his ignite on me, and he also flashed my R. Very unfortunate. What are we gonna get? Oh yeah, we're going Chem Tank OP build. We'll go ahead and E from base. I'm assuming my full bot side's gone. Only reason why I'm even going bot is that the enemies are shoved up. I feel like they might be on dragon. Might even set up a dive. Their enemy Victor's really fed. Yeah, the down goes dragon. Okay, wow, my camps are actually up. So I guess she got depressed and just did her bot side jungle. Not. Oh, geez, Evelyn. Down goes Evelyn. Yeah, that's tough. Invading was the right move, but it was the right move like 2.5 minutes ago when I was most likely just in her jungle. That is what we call a Russian roulette invade. As a jungler, you're down on your luck, so you just say, hey, screw it, here we go. And then you walk into the fed enemy jungler. The best way to come back when you're behind as a jungler is to wait for the enemy jungler to try to dive and you show up there. It's the easiest way to come back. We'll go gank Teemo. He's so easy to kill. You don't really want blue smite on Hecarim. You don't need it. Red smite keeps you alive. I should also have my oracles right now. I shouldn't still have a warding totem. The only reason I don't have oracles is because I had a weird start since we invaded. I just forgot at this point. Evelyn must be top, yeah. Garen still gets the kill. He could honestly turn on her once his abilities are up. I'm gonna E into this. Hit her with the R. Bada boom. Red smite auto attack. She's a goner. Still have our ghost. Your R fears them the longer you shoot it for. So if you only use it at point blank range, it's less than a second. If you use it at full range, it's literally 2 seconds, which is a lot. I'm gonna come up behind Kata here. We're gonna ghost E. Push her into Garen. And she's a goner. Had red smite burn and my red buff burned on her. We'll go for Scuttle at this point since we just got a kill. We can also go for the Herald. It's pretty safe since Evelyn can't force a kill on me. I have health and armor. I mean health and magic resist. Plus she's behind. Even if she uses her full load on me, we should still have around half health. Health and magic resist counter Evelyn's super, super hard. Most of her damage output comes from her R, and if you're not below, it's like around 30% health or less, then it's not really doing that much damage. That's why sometimes it seems like she does no damage, because if she can't hit that sweet spot, then she doesn't really have much. Alright, she's mid. We could definitely reset here. Resetting wouldn't be a bad option. I want to see if Kata's gonna stay. Alright, she's staying. I might be able to kill her. She's really far behind. My R is about to be up as well. We can use that as a secondary gap closer. I shot my R behind her. That way I could fear her away from her turret instead of towards it. The fear pushes them away from your current location. So if you put yourself behind them, you'll be fearing them accordingly. Another point in RE. Victor's ridiculously fed. I love that phase rush. Garen's pretty fed. I hope he doesn't lose his shutdown. Oh yeah, I need to use this Herald like right now. I needed to use it. I don't think it's actually gonna get the turret now. It's not gonna lay in time. We missed out on the turret plates. 2 plates there. At least we got first turret gold. That's decent. We need to reset. Dragon's coming up. We want to get fully pimped out for drag fight. We'll pick up our chem tank and get a probably force nature before the dead man since they're full AP. They're so magic damage heavy. Getting the magic resist would be way more advantageous. In most games though, you will be going for the dead mans if they're AD heavy or if they have AD and magic damage. Then dead man's is still the better choice because it's overall more movement speed. But in this case, they're literally every single one of them doing mostly magic damage. So might as well get the force of nature in this niche situation. Unless we throw really hard as a team, we should be able to stay in the driver's seat for the rest of this game. We'll be picking up a Sterix and a Spirit Visage to round off the build, get very tanky with lots of magic resist. And we have enough base damage plus damage from our chem tank to still threaten kills on these guys. not awarded. This has something in here. Glad I didn't walk into that. Oh, don't see anybody else. Guess we gotta go top. Elven R is right when Garen goes to R. I might be able to actually kill them at the same time. This Victor is pretty fed, even as a shutdown. Even though his team's losing. I'm gonna E-Ghost, R behind him. Or at least try to R behind him. Ret Smite, burn him. Get the kill. We took so many turret shots and he still couldn't get us. We still have Chem Tank as well. Hope I don't walk into Evelyn here. We'll do a little bit of healing off the scuttle with our jungle items base Omni Vamp against jungle monsters. Plus our W healing us per damage dealt while it's on. We're gonna Chem Tank in. Ooh, hey Kata. Chem Tank in behind her. I wouldn't mind having a blue buff. Got it. Down goes Teemo. She walks into the mushroom. Big Vex engage. Awesome. We're the only... Me and Garen are the only front lines for our team, and Garen's not over here right now. Yeah, Victor's here. Jinx is gonna get bopped. Oh, I'm gonna die. That wasn't worth. Yeah, that's not worth. Evelyn was looking so juicy. An absolute double wide. I knew I was gonna have to run from Victor because he was still full health and he's ridiculously fed. He's double full item that fight, and I'm very fed myself, and I'm only one full item. So he's pretty big. Force of Nature is even. 2,900. How much is Dead Man's? 29. Okay, so they're the same price. 450 versus 400 health. I think I'll go for Force of for Spirit Visage than Dead Man's. I just don't really need the armor right now. I need more and more magic resist with what they're doing. Katarina should have really gone 80 this game. Possibly Teemo as well. 80 Teemo's not too shabby. Your standard engage at this point will be an E Chem Tank into an R, and then you'll E them from behind, essentially. Couldn't get where I wanted to in that fight, so I just had to take what I could get. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to do anything else this fight. I'll go shove mid. We need to keep playing for Drag Soul. Teemo's on the split right now. I don't want him to be getting free turrets like that. I don't see him up there. Garen's on his way. I don't need to go over there. And instead, I can go bot or keep shoving down mid. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Thank goodness I'm tanky. I got pegged down really hard there. I should probably just back. If I do get Gromp, I might be able to stay for drag to like Gromp Wolves, circle back around. Gromp heals you a lot, especially the lower on health you are. Hecarim doesn't scale the best in terms of raw item damage, like someone like a Jax or Tryndamere would. You do want to try to end your games before the 35-minute mark. You're going to start to really struggle. You won't be as tanky as tanks, and you won't do as much damage as an actual bruiser. Hecarim's a weird combination of bruiser, tank, and high mobility. Bruiser, tank, and assassin rolled all into one. The downside is his scaling. Once he's full build and everyone else is full build, you start to see diminishing returns for sure. Just wasted my chem tank. They're all coming to stop me on red buff. Or possibly just grouping up for dragon. This has to be a word. These guys are acting sussy. Free dragon. Love me some wind drags on Hecarim. Extra movement speed. That is an extra 3% out of combat, plus 3.5% slow resist. And they have a decent amount of slows with Teemo Shrooms, Zerath slow, Victor slow. Potential Evelyn slow off the charm if she doesn't land a full charm proc. Still got my R's and escape tool if I really need to. Cat doesn't have any CC. She's not going to slow me down. I'm going to R in on this. Get the swoop. Wasn't quite able to pinch the kill. Looks like Vex got a little something something though. Got that one. It's a drive-by. We're going to try to walk out. Victor's out of mana. He's not going to pursue. Don't think he could anyways though. Shouldn't be able to match my movement speed. And that's a free red buff right there. If you don't want to play Chem Tank Hecarim because your team's already really tanking, you want a higher damage output, go for Divine Sunderer instead. Chem Tank is really strong on him right now though. It's super safe, very versatile. It's hard to go wrong with it because they also buffed it for season 12. Like at the start of pre-season 12, they literally buffed it. So feels really nice. To be fair, I do need the mana, but generally you shouldn't take something from someone once they start it. Hecarim's kind of mana hungry. Looks like the team wants to reset. I can hang around, just grab a scuttle. No one on the enemy team's going AD. Okay, it looks like Teemo's starting to build something AD. Jinx is backing. Push them into my team. Oh, it's a lot of damage. We soaked a lot though, and Victor R is chasing us. That's his main source of damage in a team fight. Get a little bit of health back. Now I can try to re-engage. Wish I could dash to those minions there. They're too far away. Garen's going too deep. And we got all of our health back. Got him. Still have my R. Got him. Dash to the minion because I couldn't quite reach her. And then we got her with our AoE on Chem Tank there. Pretty sure. That should be GG's. I'm a little surprised they're not surrendering off that. Mainly because their damage type is just so one-dimensional. We can't push from here though. We don't have the minions. We don't have the super minions coming out yet. We need to back off, play around Drag Soul or potential Baron. Now that we have an inhibitor, they'll be forced to linger in their base, stopping them from approaching the Baron. Are they actually? Oh, they are surrendering. Speak of the devil. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed this Hecarim Jungle commentary guide. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is kingstix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we had the second highest in the game on tank Hecarim. Not too bad. Looking at damage taken, we had taken the most damage in the game. And then if we take a look at self-mitigated damage, we'd also taken the most. Self-mitigated being damage you've reduced through, I believe it's just primarily armor magic resist is what that is. Then when we take a look at runes, we activated Phase Rush 20 times, Nimbus Cloak 23, Celerity made us travel 12,000 extra units, Water Walking, we had over 5 minutes, nearly 6 minutes of uptime on it. That's a lot. Really utilized that. Triumph healed us for 2,155, 420 bonus gold. What a nice number. And we maxed out our tenacity by the 11-minute, 30-second mark. All in all, tank Hecarim, ridiculously stable and a whole lot more safe than playing him damage Hecarim at the moment.